Friends, welcome to part 2 video on basics of bond. In this video we are going to make a strong recommendation for ABC Corporation to raise the capital required for business expansion. Though ABC Corporation has three sources of capital, they have some limitation when it comes to raise money from capital market. We have listed some of its limitation. First, ABC Corporation required a negligible amount as a capital. All they need is a rupees 10 million amount of capital, which is quite negligible amount. The second factor is ABC Corporation need this capital only for the period of 5 years. Hence, it is not essential for ABC Corporation to dilute its ownership for raising capital by issuing equity in the primary market. The third factor is ABC Corporation want to raise money for the first time in the capital market. Hence, they need some time to prove themselves in the capital market before raising capital in the large scale. As a result, ABC Corporation decides to eliminate the choice of raising capital by issuing equity. Now they are left out with two sources of capital. One is to borrow money from their existing bank, the other one is issuing bonds. To raise money from the bank, all they need to do is they have to submit their financials with the respective banks. Bank has to assess the financial credibility of ABC Corporation and to come out with the best loan offer. If ABC Corporation decides to issue bonds, they need to approach an investment bank and also they need to appoint a rating agency. The role of investment bank is to develop an ecosystem for ABC Corporation to raise its capital by issuing bonds in the primary market. For rendering such an activity or service, the investment bank will charge ABC Corporation a nominal fee. The role of rating agency is highly important because before issuing the instrument in the market, ABC Corporation needs to get rated themselves by any rating agency. Also, they need to parallelly get rated for their instrument as well. This process of rating the company and the instrument is called credit rating process. This credit rating process needs to be undertaken by rating agency in an unbiased manner, because this rating will influence the investor decision. A good rating can protect the rights of the investor. A bad rating can create a mess in the later part of the bond investment. Now it is highly essential for you to understand the structure of bond before investing in it. Let us see some of the components of bond which is important for you to understand the whole structure of the bond. The first component is face value. Face value is nothing but the original price of the bond or the principal value of the bond. This is the price what you need to pay to invest in this bond. This face value will help one to calculate the number of bonds one company has to issue to meet out the adequate requirement amount of capital. For example, in this case, ABC Corporation needs to raise a capital amount of rupees 10 million. Let us assume 1000 rupees as face value. If you input all these parameters in the respective formula, you will be able to arrive at the number of bonds ABC Corporation needs to issue to raise the capital amount of rupees 10 million. The second component is maturity. ABC Corporation needs this capital only for the period of 5 years. Hence, this bond will mature at the end of the 5th year. The third component which every investor needs to understand is coupon. Coupon is nothing but the interest paid by the ABC Corporation to its investor. Let us assume ABC Corporation got a good credit rating. As a result, they will become eligible to raise capital at the rate of 6%, which is highly competitive and lowest when it compares to the market rate. This coupon rate will help one to calculate the coupon payment. Coupon payment is equal to coupon rate into face value. This is going to be the payment which an investor will be receiving at periodic interval. The fourth component is frequency. Frequency is nothing but the periodicity. This periodicity of bond will differ based on the coupon payment that corporation decides to make. There are corporate bonds which makes the coupon payment on a quarterly basis. There are corporate bonds which makes their payment on semi-annual and annual basis respectively. If ABC Corporation decides to make its coupon payment once in a quarter, then the periodicity is equal to 4. If ABC Corporation wants to make coupon payment twice in a year, then periodicity is equal to 2. If ABC Corporation needs to make coupon payment once in a year, then periodicity is equal to 1. Now let us assume ABC Corporation decides to issue a plain vanilla bond wherein the maturity period is for 5 years. The original price or the purchase price is ₹1000 and the coupon is fixed at 6% per annum. Don't forget, as an investor, you will be eligible to receive the principal back at the maturity. After creating the structure of bond, we have to figure out which one is the optimum deal for ABC Corporation to raise its capital. Let us do a financial calculation on both the offers to arrive at the optimum solution for raising capital. The first offer is issuing bonds. ABC Corporation needs to raise a capital of 10 million. They assume the coupon rate to be at 6% per annum. The tenure of the bond will be 5 years and the face value is ₹1000. Now let us calculate the number of bonds ABC Corporation need to issue to arrive at the capital amount of ₹10 million, for which you need to divide the total capital required amount with its face value. Now we have computed the number of bonds ABC Corporation need to issue to meet the adequate amount of capital. Now let us calculate the returns of every single bond issued by ABC Corporation. Assume, as an investor, if you invest in one single bond of ABC Corporation, you will be eligible to receive a coupon amount. Coupon is nothing but the interest, for which you need to multiply the coupon rate with its face value of bond, which is 60 rupees. This coupon is paid at periodic interval, which is on an annual basis. Now let us calculate the coupon payment for the period of 5 years, for which you need to multiply the coupon payment per annum with the tenure of the bond. Now let us calculate the principal payable at maturity. Let us not forget this point. Every investment you make in a bond, you will be eligible to receive the principal back at the maturity of the bond. Here in this case, the principal is the face value, which is 1000 rupees. So what is the total repayment made by ABC Corporation to its investor is the coupon payment for 5 years plus the principal value, which is the face value of the bond. Hence 1300 rupees is the outflow of this bond, whereas 1000 rupees is the investment amount of this bond. Now let us apply the same rule for entire bond issued by ABC Corporation, for which you need to calculate the total repayment. The total repayment, you need to multiply this total repayment per bond with the number of bonds issued in the market. Now let us arrive at the capital amount raised by ABC Corporation by bond issuance, which is 10 million. Now we have come to the most important part of the calculation, to compute the cost for issuer, for which you need to discount total repayment with the actual capital raised by ABC Corporation. Now we have done the calculation part for bond. Now let us do the similar calculation for bank loan. Now the bank loan, ABC Corporation wants to lend the complete 10 million through bank. Assume the bank is offering this loan at the rate of 14% per annum for the period of 10 years, which is 120 month. Now it is sensible for us to calculate the EMI first, for which you need to write a PMT function, open parenthesis, interest rate is 14%. Since EMI is paid on a monthly basis, you need to divide this by 12. NPAR is nothing but the tenure of the loan, which is 120 month. Present value is nothing but the loan amount. You need to add prefix to the loan amount since it is a cash outflow for the bank, and close the parenthesis. Now we have arrived at the EMI. Now let us calculate the total amount repayable by ABC Corporation towards this bank. This includes both the principal and the interest. Hence, we can simply multiply the EMI paid by ABC Corporation into number of months the EMI payable. Now we have arrived at the total amount repayable. We also have the loan amount which is availed by ABC Corporation from the bank. Now let us calculate the interest cost incurred for ABC Corporation towards this loan. For which you need to discount the total amount repayable with the actual loan amount availed from the bank. We have arrived at the cost of interest incurred for ABC Corporation towards its bank. Now it is our turn to choose the best source of raising capital for ABC Corporation, for which I am going to write a minimum function, open parenthesis. I am going to compare the cost of issuing bond with the cost of interest incurred the bank loan, and this minimum function will return the minimum value between the two. This function can be used in a complex situation. With this output, it is highly evident that issuing a bond is a cost-effective measure for ABC Corporation to raise its capital. I hope this video is found to be useful for you all. Stay connected and keep learning.